All right, last set of notes, okay? Last set of notes for Unit 5, okay? We have a quiz tomorrow and a test next week.
We don't have Unit 5.7.
Okay, I'm sorry, we have a quiz on Friday, thank you. And a test next week on block day. Okay, so what we're working on today are solving angles for multiple variables. Solving angles for multiple variables. So basically what you're going to see today is there's going to be not just an x or not just a y. There's going to be more than one variable. Okay, so first one I want to start with is if I have two parallel lines. And we know that they are parallel lines because they have these little triangles on them. They have the same triangle on them. That tells you that they're parallel. Okay. On most of your worksheets, you should have these. If they don't, you can always ask me. Okay, but it's generally, they should be on there. Okay, and then you have one transversal that goes through them. Okay, if I tell you that this angle is 110 degrees, this is y degrees, and this is x degrees. And for this one, I would like you to solve for all the variables. Okay, solve for both x and y. So we're not doing anything new today. We're just working on all those different types of relationships that we know. So we know about vertical angles, corresponding angles, same side exterior, same side interior, alternate exterior, alternate interior. So we know a lot of different things, okay, about angles. How could we possibly find the value of x and y? Anyone? No.
It's alternate interior, so you said.
Okay, which two are alternate interior?
X and Y.
Okay, x and y, those are alternate interior, so we know that they are what?
The same.
They're the same, but that still doesn't really help me just yet. We have to use what we're given, so we know that the 110 is given, okay? And to that, we need to, okay, hold on. What can we, the 110 has what relationship with either x or y?
Oh, Y. It's vertical.
Y and 110 are vertical, okay? So if these are vertical, you know that y is equal to what? 110. Okay, so we know that y is equal to 110. And the reason is because those are vertical angles.
I can't see it.
I'm sorry. So you know that y is 110 because it is a vertical angle to here. What could we find from x? What would x be equal to?
110.
Why is x equal to 110 degrees? Because they're equal. They're not vertical again. So you could look at this either, okay, there's two different ways you could look at this, okay? X and Y together, their relationship is that they are alternate interior angles, okay? So those are alternate interior angles. Or you could have figured out that this was 110 because this X and this 110 are corresponding angles. So there's multiple different ways that you could have figured that out, okay? So if X and Y, these two together were alternate interior angles. Okay, so those are alternate interior angles. That's why you know that they are equal to each other. So that's your answer. Okay, we should all be writing this down. I shouldn't have to say that, but we should all be writing this down in case you're not right now. Okay, questions on how I did that? So we're just looking at all the different relationships that we know and how we can figure out what these missing angles are going to be equal to. Okay, let's try another one for number 2. Okay, again. We're going to draw, I'm sorry, can't see, sorry. Okay, for number 2. Sorry, number 2, if I have a transversal that goes through like this, okay, and again I have 2 parallel lines, okay, and we know that these are parallel because they have the little triangles on them. If they don't have the little triangles, or if it doesn't tell you in the instructions that they're parallel, you can't assume that they are. Okay, so if I tell you that this is y degrees, this is 106 degrees, and down here is x degrees. And again, I want you to find what the values of x and y are. So solve for x and solve for y.
Wait.
106. So first, let's just start with x. X has what type of relationship
Corresponding.
with the 106? Those are corresponding, right? So x would be equal to what? 106 degrees. Okay, x is equal to 106 degrees. And that's because these two are corresponding. Okay, how could we solve for y? Any ideas?
Oh, same side. Is the same side interior? No.
Not same side interior.
Vertical.
They're not vertical. What kind of shape does that make right here?
Oh, 180.
A straight line.
Supplementary.
So y plus 106 are supplementary, right? They are equal to 180. So if you subtract 106 from both sides, you can solve and get that y is equal to what? 74 degrees. Okay, so that's because those were supplementary. So we're just going to use all the different things that you know about how to solve angles or angle relationships, and we're going to use them in solving. Okay, question on how we did those? No, okay, a couple more. For number 3, this one, I'm going to have straight up and down angles, or lines, excuse me, parallel lines, and these are both parallel to each other. Okay, so they have the little triangles on them. Up, sorry. And I'm going to have a line transversal going through them. I tell you that this is 110 degrees. Right here is 5x plus 15 degrees. And this one is y minus 28 degrees. So, and I put an arrow to where it's supposed to be. I can't quite fit it. And again, I would like you to find the values of x and the value of y. Find the value of x, find the value of y. Any ideas?
5x and plus 15 and 110 is corresponding.
The 110 is, say it again, Jeremy?
Like the 110
Uh-huh.
is it?
The 110 is corresponding to this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, these two would be corresponding. So since those are corresponding, what do you know? How do you solve for something that's corresponding?
You set
They are equal to each other. So 110 is equal to 5x plus 15. Okay, to get the 5x by itself, you start by subtracting the 15. We subtract 15. What's 110 minus 15? 95?
I knew it.
Okay, 95. Then divide both sides by 5. If you divide both sides by 5, you're going to get 19 is equal to x. So that's one of your answers. Okay. So this whole thing is equal to 110. Okay, the x is equal to 19. How do you think you could find, do I need to plug it in?
No.
I could plug it in, but if I plug it in, I know that this whole thing is going to be equal to 110 degrees because these two are corresponding. Now, do I know anything as far as the y relationship? What type of equation do they make?
Vertical.
They're not vertical.
Yes, they are. Oh, no, they're not.
These two are supplementary. So these two are supplementary, meaning that 110 plus y minus 28 is equal to 180. Okay, if you combine your like terms here, so do 110 minus 28, you're going to get y. What's 110 minus 28? Do it on the side of your paper if you need to, because you do not need to use calculators on this. So do 110 minus 28. Do your borrow and carry if you need to. 82? Yes? So y plus 82 is equal to 180.
Yes, it is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Then subtract 82 from both sides. And we got that y is equal to,
78.
70.
let's try that again. So 98. 98. 98. Okay? So we should get that x is equal to 19 degrees, y is equal to 98 degrees. Yes. Questions on how I figured those out?
Subtracting.
Right, but like the angle relationships. Are we good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good with that? Okay. Let's try just a couple more. I'm going to do 2 more. Okay, so for example number 4. Come on, guys. Okay, for number 4, if I give you 2 parallel lines, excuse me, I'm talking. That means you guys should not be talking, please. Okay, so 2 parallel lines with a transversal going through them. Okay, and I tell you that this is 68 degrees. This is obviously not drawn to scale. This is 4y minus 16 degrees. And right here is 2x minus 24 degrees.
Wait.
There's a couple different ways we could do this. Okay, do we want to solve for the y or the x first? Because it does not matter.
X.
Solve for the x?
Yeah.
Okay. What would these be to each other?
Same side exterior. Is there such thing?
There's no such thing as same side exterior.
Alternate.
Alternate.
No.
No, they're not alternate because they're both on the same side.
Same side interior.
No.
But
Corresponding.
Alternate exterior.
okay, let's think about this, okay? These ones don't have, these 2 are alternate exterior. But that's not really going to help us because we still have 2 letters in there. So if you think about it, where is the corresponding angle to 68? It's right here. It's adjacent to this one, right? Now, since these are next to each other, can I make a relationship?
Yeah.
And they would be what? Not vertical.
Supplementary.
Supplementary, right? So 68 plus 2x minus 24 would equal 180. Then combine your like terms. So 68 minus 24. We're going to have 2x with 68 minus 24.
24.
42.
Plus 44, line them up if you need to, equals 180.
I was close.
Subtract the 44. So we got 2x is equal to, let's try again, 136.
Yeah.
Divide both sides by 2. If you divide both sides by 2, what's 136 divided by 2?
43.
It's 136. Okay.
Oh, wait.
68.
68.
68?
Yes.
Okay, so if your x is equal to 68 degrees, okay, how am I going to find y?
Supplementary. So they equal 180. You just set it
You
up.
did it again.
Do what again?
Different supplementary.
Set
Alternate exterior.
These are alternate exterior, right? Or, so if I want to find alternate exterior, I'd have to figure out what this total is, right? It would also be easier probably to look at this relationship. What relationship do those 2 have? Supplementary. So 4y minus 16 plus 68 is equal to 180 because this is a supplementary relationship.
I put the plus 16 in front of the equation.
That's okay. So you could have put the 68 first. So combine your like terms. This is going to be 4y. What's negative 16 and positive 68?
You do 7 something.
52. So 4y plus 52. Remember, this is a negative, that's positive, so you really subtract. Equals 180. Then move the 52, so subtract 52 from both sides. Thank you. 4y is equal to
128.
128.
Then you divide.
And then divide both sides by 4. And you're going to get y equals 32 degrees. Okay, so we found both of our missing variables. 32? Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, don't.
Do you have another number?
I have one more, yeah.
Give me a headache.
One more.
Done.
Okay, let's do last one. Number 5. Okay, this one is going to be challenging. Okay, I'm going to tell you already, these are a challenge. This is a challenging example.
Oh my god.
Nope, you lost it. Gotta leave it there now.
This could be a fraction.
No, that doesn't mean that. Okay, so if these two are parallel to each other, okay, and I have one that goes like this, yeah, I saw that, and another that goes through like this. So it's gonna make a little triangle there. Okay, if I tell you that this angle is 60 degrees,
Wait, how many lines do we draw?
4. This one's 2x degrees.
Two parallels.
Up here is 124 degrees. Stop. And right here is y minus 8 degrees.
What the heck?
So this one's kind of complicated.
Yeah,
I got
not
this.
87.
So 60 degrees.
Wait, hold on.
This corner is y minus 8 degrees. Here's 124,
Wait, is it?
and this is 2x.
Two? Like
So
one,
old.
two? Two of those? Did you know how the other one you said was complementary?
Yeah.
Supplementary.
Uh-huh.
Was this one supposed to be two?
Oh, here you want $1? Here you go.
I don't know what you're asking.
Wait, so
There's 4 lines,
Four
yeah.
lines, so
Yeah,
it's
there's 4
supposed
lines.
to be two.
Oh, there's going to be multiple relationships, yes. Yes. Yeah.
so 60 goes to y minus 8. Is that
Why would the 60 go to the y minus 8?
because I don't know. I was asking.
It doesn't.
Oh.
Okay, so first relationship I would look at is this one right here. What's straight? That makes a straight line, right? So if this makes a straight line, that means 124 plus y minus 8 is equal to 180, right? Because those are supplementary. Combine your like terms. So y 124 minus 8 gives you what? 116?
Yeah.
Okay, so y plus 116 equals 180. Then if you move the 116, you move 116, we got y is equal to, what's 180 minus 116?
64.
64. Okay, so that's your first step. So we know that y is equal to 64 degrees.
Nice.
How do I find a relationship over here?
Oh, you add it with the.
Oh, because the 24 is straight line.
No, it's supplementary because of the little line.
So what I want you to look at here is, let's look at the parallel lines. Okay, so these are the parallel lines. This bottom one, does it make any difference?
No.
So you have to pick one of the angle relationships, okay? So you almost have to literally figure out 124 is equal to what? How could I find a relationship there to solve for the x? Any ideas?
This one's hard.
This one is hard.
That looks like alternate X.
What looks like alternate x here? Anyone have any ideas? Come on, guys, you can do this.
Wait, tell me. Wait, isn't it in an angle? So no, it's not. No, it's
Guys,
corresponding.
stop trying to break the chairs.
Corresponding. Isn't it corresponding? Same side interior.
What happens if you look at this one and look at, so I have two angles.
Really in this class?
Right here.
I'm sorry. Hey, guys, stop.
I thought she said alien.
Hello. Hey, people. We're not done until this problem gets done. So let's figure this out. How can I solve for 2x?
Wait,
Yes.
how many more examples?
This is it.
Can we just use ordinary?
Yeah.
Corresponding.
What's corresponding?
X and Y equals 8.
2x and the y equals 8. These are corresponding?
No, that would be alternate.
Those can't be corresponding because they're not on the same. No. It just doesn't make sense, friend. No.
No, vertical is when they're close
Vertical is when they're
together.
across from each other.
Neck.
Yeah, Lily.
Do you have the
Alternate interior with which one?
Corresponding is 124 and 2x.
2x and the 60 or alternate interior?
No, corresponding is 124 and 2x. Right?
They couldn't be alternate because they're on the same
No, it has to be
side.
supplementary with 2x and 60.
No,
They do a straight line.
2x and 124 is corresponding, right? Are you kidding me?
Corresponding. 120. Wait.
Corresponding with which ones?
One. 124.
Okay, say it again.
And 2x.
You're saying the which one? 124
2x.
and 2x are corresponding?
Yeah, that's what I said.
How do we figure they're corresponding? So you're looking at these two parallel lines
And the line,
with which transversal? So this one and this one. And which transversal?
the line going
The side to side one or the kind of up and down one?
Up and down.
So the up and down.
Yeah.
So you're saying these are corresponding.
Yeah.
But what about this part right here?
Which part?
that's a
That's a complementary angle.
Why would that be 60? Why would that be 60?
because like if you look at it,
Look at it, they're complementary. Seriously?
no, you
You had it for a
if you
second.
look at it,
He's actually right.
Oh.
Okay? So if you look at these lines, so this one and this one, okay? And this going through it. Okay, if you look at those three, then this 60 is an alternate exterior with this line right here. So this would be 60.
22 minutes.
Okay? Then what? Then if you look at the green lines, so this one and this one, okay, 124 is corresponding with this whole thing. So 124 would be corresponding, 124 is equal to 60 plus 2x. Okay? This one's hard. There's going to be one, this is like the extra credit on your test, basically. Right? If you subtract the 60 from both sides, that's going to give you 64 is equal to 2x, and then divide both sides by 2, and you would get what? 32 is equal to x. Those are hard. Okay? Homework on this is going to be worksheet 5.8, or excuse me, 5.7 worksheet. You're doing numbers 1 through 8.
like the last page.
So last page, right? Okay, so that's your homework on this.
Are we going to turn the packet in?